Hey guys, in this video we will learn about the group by with internal table. So there will be three videos, small videos as per the one of the viewer request. There will be small videos now and onwards, and in initial two video we'll discuss about the syntax, and my last video we will discuss about the real time use of the group by. Let's get started. To understand the group by statement, I have created one simple report, G group by internal table, and I have created one class, demo class. Inside this demo class, we are calling one main method as usual. Inside this main method, I'm getting the data from the VBAK table, sales order number, sales org, and VK group, sales group. Okay, so I want to get the distinct value of the VKORZ. In the VBAK table, we can have a number of sales org, but I don't want all the duplicate entries. I just want distinct values. We can do obviously using select, but I want to use for group by statement with loop, and I want to explore this thing. We can later time we will use the what is the use of the real time use of this group by, but initially we will understand small things. So what I will do, let me loop through this table, lt underscore VBAK, loop, control space, loop at assigning, lt underscore VBAK, F1, field symbol, let's do inline declaration, ls underscore VBAK. Now I want to group this internal table based on the sales org. Group means for one sales org, what all are the sales order? For another sales org, what all are the sales order? Like that I want to group. So for that I have to use group by statement. So what is the group by? Group by. So based on what value you want to group, those keys you have to provide here inside this. So group by, I want to group by the VKORZ value, space, control space, VKORZ. Now it will group by this table, this loop first iteration. What it will do, whenever we use the group by, this entire loop on this internal table will loop at the kernel level, and all the data will be grouped by the sales org bys. So this statement, this first loop will run. As soon as this loop will trigger, the kernel level, all the data in the internal table, which is lt underscore VBAK, whatever the data is available, it will be grouped by the VKORZ values, and it will be there. Now, if just I want to print the first line of that group, how I can do? First, I just want to print the first line of that group. So I will use the CL demo output class to write it down, this first line of this group. Right. So I want to just write it down, this first line of that group. I will use Control V, delete. So what it will do, whenever inside the loop, if I want to access directly, one second, yeah, it's correct. So inside the loop, I want to access the first line of that group for each iteration. So what it will do, group already created, and when I use this field symbol directly, this is called the representation binding. I will explain this in bit. Just we want to access the first line of that group. We have created the different group, but I want to access the first line of each group, or I can say I want to access the distinct value of the VKORZ. How I can access like that? So let me activate this Control F3, and let me do F9. Let me clear out my console. Let me do F9. So I got the first line item of the each group. As of now, I used group by on the VKORZ. So that is the reason distinct value of the VKORZ I can see, because it's grouped by the VKORZ values, and for each VKORZ first line item I can access. Suppose I would have done the group by along with the VKORZ, I grouped by the VK group as well. Let me do that. So for that I have to use like this. If you want to group by multiple column, you have to write down like this: VKORZ equal to this group and VK group equal to Control C, Control V, VK ZRP. Now I have grouped by 2 columns instead of 1 column. Let me activate this program. Control F3, F8, not F8, F9. I want to see in console. So initially we saw the distinct value of VKORZ. Now in this case we will see the distinct value of the combination of the VKORZ along with the VK group. So first combination will be this one, second combination VKORZ, VK group this one, third is this one. Like that we have different combinations. For that, those combination I am getting the data. Let me clear out this one and let me do F9 once again. So you can see. So for each VKORZ and VK group combination we got 1 entry. So we are grouping by the not only the cells org and the cells group, that combination I am grouping, and I'm getting for each group I'm getting the first entry of that particular group. So like that, this is the one of the simplest way to use the group. Now what we will do, instead of displaying each first line item of each group, I just want to display all the group data. What all are the data belong to this group, what all are the data belong to this group, in different section I want to display. How I can do? So as I told you currently, so this is when we are accessing the group using the field symbol, that is called representing binding or representation binding. So how I can access the group data? I can access the group data directly using the field symbol. Whatever we have declared this field symbol, we can access the directly using this field symbol. Instead of separately declaring another variable, I can access using this variable group data. How I can do? Let me show you. So instead of displaying just simple line, what I want to do, this will represent the group data now inside the loop. If I want to display the group data, so what I have to do, loop control space, so loop 8 group. Instead of simple loop 8 assigning, I have to use loop 8 group. Loop 8 group, this group, Control C, Control V, assigning, same field symbol, and this time I will declare the field symbol ls underscore group, ls underscore ZRP. So I'm looping. Now what I am doing, this particular, let me do and loop first. So this particular field symbol will represent a group. So group means it will be having the entries for entire group itself. So if I will loop through this field symbol, this is not a simple field symbol like in loop, and it is an internal table which is containing the data relevant to particular cells org, in this case particular key cells org and VK group combination. So let me access the data from this internal table. So I have to get the I have to display the data for each cells org and VK group, VKORZ, VK group combination. So I have to create one new table group. For Control Alt arrow down button, LT underscore VBAK group ZRP. So in this table, what I will do, I will prepare the table from this table to this table. So what I will do, Control V, I want to get some data, and this should be constructed. I will use value operator. This should be constructed from the right hand side, and I want to use base, since same base I will be using because I want to append one by one all the entries. So initially the LT group will be blank, then we will get one entry, we will use that one entry as a base, then again add another entry. There will be then it will become two entries, then again we will use that table as a base, and then again append one entry. Like that we are using. So we will be using this as a base. If you don't know the base operator, you can watch out my last video where I have explained very well how we can use the base. So I'm using this as a base. So base, this one I have to use as a base, and on top of that what I have to do, I have to pass the Control C, Control V and dot. One second. So I have used as a base, and then I have transferred the data of LS group to the LT VK group. First it will be I have appended this entry, then I transferred. So each time there will be new entry will be appended in the LT VK group, a VBRK group, and I want to display this. So LT VBRK group I can display like this. So after displaying, I want to clear it out. I don't for next iteration it should be blank. Either I can clear initially itself, or after the using also I can clear. Let me clear out here, CLE, clear this table, Ceph table. So as I told you, this will represent a group. This is not a single structure like data. When we use group by, this will represent a group of, first group will be 17 combination with 1710 and blank VKORG. All the data wherever the VKORG is 1710 and the VK group is blank, that combination will be with all that data will be having in this internal table. What I am doing, I am taking one by one entry in the LS group and appending those entries to the LT VBAK group. This will work like a append this. Instead of declaring different work area, what I did, I used that internal table as a base and added the this LS group one by one all the entries. Let me do Control F3 and let me clear out this console, and let me do F9. So in this case, what it is happening, you can see. So we have different combination. First combination 1710 and with VK group blank. With this combination, what all are the sales order is there? This all the sales order displayed first, and then after displaying all the sales order, we have new group. There is a lot of sales order with this one, and so we have new group with the 171020. This is different group. Then we have cleared out this VBRK group, and then again we have different group with the VKOR, where the VKORs is 1710 and VK group is 210. What all are the entries are there? I am displaying all those entries here. Then third combination is NA01 and with the VK group is blank. Like that, all the combination I am having all the groups, I am displaying one by one all the group using this group by. So as of now, why it is called the representation binding, I didn't declare any separate variable for grouping out. So this field symbol itself, or if we declare here work area, that work area itself we are using as a group. But we can declare if we want the group variable should be separate, that also we can do. In this video, we have learned about representative binding. In my next video, we will learn about group key binding along with group by. Not only that, we will see how the without member, group size and group index work with the group by statement. At last, we will replace the normal loop statement with the for loop statement. And we will see one example with the three things: reduce, group by, and the let expression, how all things work together. Before moving to that video, please like this video and subscribe this channel. That video link will be available on the screen.